Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Jamfet Live. Well, of course, it's the Olympic season, and as such, we are highlighting the Olympics, the performances, the different drama, everything that's going on over there in Tokyo, in Japan. And so we're going to continue with the fun and the games. Tonight, I've been promising this quiz all week. And we're going to try to do the quiz before we get into the discussions um, as to what the very latest is in Tokyo. We had a new gold medal today. Jamaica got a new gold medal, so that is fantastic. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the rest of the games. So who is with me? Tiffany waiting as usual. Tiffany says, Japheth, you're late for your own party. Tiffany, you know what? Like when you're planning for a live, right? And you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time, you're taking your time getting ready. And then the last 5 minutes before the live, man, the amount of things you have to do. The amount of things you have to do just before the live, and eventually sometimes you end up late. But I just saw it go. Guys, my monetization party, we're putting it for next week, Saturday. Saturday, the what, 14th? I think of the 14th. Yeah, Saturday the 14th. We're gonna do our monetization party. We don't have no idea yet, so I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. If you have any idea as to what I can do for my monetization party, please let me know. So, welcome to Tiffany Nation. Welcome to your girl Moya. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beauty Citrine is here. Good night, host, and everyone in the chat. Greetings, Beauty. Greetings to you. How are you? How is Tobago at the moment? Tiffany is still here. Moya is still here. So, we're gonna be playing, guys, for some credit tonight. We're gonna do an Olympic quiz that is worth how much it worth? $500. $500. And then we're gonna do some races. We're gonna do some races. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put on the screen those people who are gonna be doing the races. So we're gonna do what? 3 races? Yeah, we're gonna do 3 races, and then the finalists will battle it out for the credits. So we're gonna do the Olympic quiz, and we're gonna do the Olympic race. So everyone who comes into the chat will be entered into the race. All right, guys, and the winner will get 500 credit, courtesy of the phone company of their choice, whether Digicel or the one name. I always forget it. Digicel or Line or Flow. Okay. So welcome to Tahir. Tahir is here saying greetings. Welcome, Tahir. Welcome. Big up everyone, says Beauty Citrine. Kadia Boucher is here saying greetings. So, Kadia, if you want to play for a credit, we're giving away $500 credit for each of the games that we're playing tonight. So, if you win, you get $500. If you're in Jamaica, you get it. If you're not in Jamaica, you can choose somebody who is in Jamaica to get the credit. All right. So share out the live, guys. We need about 10 people in first before we can get the ball rolling. We're at 6 at the moment, so please share out the live. Share out the live so that we can get things going. So the monetization party next week, Saturday. We're going to be celebrating my monetization. Tiffany said, what if I can win anything? Tiffany, you know, say you always a win anyways. From you enter the chat, me know say you a win. So You must wonder if you're gonna have no chance to nobody else. That is a question. But share out the live, guys. I'm just sharing out the live. I'm just sharing out the live. Anybody know what happened to CDE TV? Like, I don't know what happened to his channel, but his channel is off the air. So if you know what happened to his channel. So greetings, says Kadia. Wonder if I can win anything, Tiffany says. Jermaine is here to challenge you guys. Jermaine is here. What's up, everyone? Says Jermaine. Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right, guys, do we have enough people? We're up to 7. We need 10. We need to reach 10 before we can start the quiz. Come on, guys. Come on. We need at least about 10 before we can start our Olympic quiz. All right, so the numbers are climbing. So that's good. So we're playing for $500 credit, guys. $500 worth of credit. So I'm going to ask a series of questions, and the person who leads the leaderboard at the end of the quiz is going to win. And Tiffany, Empress is here to rain on your parade. Empress and Chris has arrived. Empress and Chris. We're going to do a series of races as well, guys. We're going to do a series of races. So as you come in, I'm going to enter your names into the race. We're going to do 3 big races and then 4. We'll do 4 races, and then the finalists will battle it out for, we're going to say $1,000 credit. All right. So thank you, Z Millionaires TV. Z Millionaires, guys, check out her channel, Z Millionaires TV. Share you out. Thank you so much, Z Millionaires. Your girl Moya says, I'm just realizing that his channel is off as well. Talking about CDE there. Yeah, I don't know what went on, but welcome to the ad, says Empress. Lord Jesus, I always forget Empress. Hold on, let me see if we can correct that. This thing, man, I don't know why they don't just do it automatically. But thank you, Empress, for reminding me. Thank you so much. Your girl Maya is here. Empress reached. What kind of race, Jamford? We can't race. Oh, it's a virtual race. So basically, you're gonna get a duck to represent you. Let me share my screen. You're gonna get a duck to represent you, and then you're going to battle it out. Let me just turn on the ads on this thing. Yeah. So you'll get a duck. You're gonna be assigned a duck, Empress, and you're gonna just hope that your duck win. It's as serious as that. So, Empress, you're charmed with this duck thing. It's just for the fun. CDE said someone reported his channel. Says Z Millionaires. All right. So, when me tell you, that people bad mind in this world, only not believe me. All right. When me tell uno say people bad minds suffer from bad mindism, uno don't believe me, but it is real, guys. Bad mind is active. Like, who want to report CDE's channel? Like, the guy is probably the most helpful person on YouTube in the Jamaican circles. Oh, la, 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 la. Terrible. Terrible. Empress Zimmerman. All right, guys, are you ready for the Olympic quiz? Let's go, guys. Get your brains out, your Olympic memories active, and let's go for the first question. Terrible. Terrible. All right, guys, let's go. So the first question in our Olympics quiz. Who could be so bad man? It must be a Jamaican. I am telling you, Empress, it's sad. CDE is a wonderful person, says Zimmerman. Indeed, indeed, it must be a Jamaican, says Tiffany. You know what? Jamaicans are probably the nicest people, but we are the worst people on the land as well. Me no know, we are just a bipolar society. We are a bipolar society. Trust me. All right. Let me get my race screen up and ready. So that's as people come in, I add them channel. Okay. So I'm gonna add Tiffany Nation. I'm gonna add Maya, Z Million, Empress, Jermaine. Who may I forget? Who may I forget? Empress, Maya, Jermaine. All right, guys. So if you're in, keep on. Okay, Love Ice is in now. Mr. Love Ice lose last night. Love Ice lost her race last night, guys. So me I got Tiffany, man, you met the people them sue me. What happened to me computer now? Is it stuck? Alright, Wendy. Wendy Williams is here. Kadia is here, so we're gonna add Kadia and Tahir in the race as well. So the winner of the race will qualify to the finals, guys. The winner of the race will qualify to the finals. Basically, you're in the race, Empress, and you're going to run to the finish line. And the winner is going to Love Ice, my coffee charm idea now. So since we're doing Olympics, we're going to bring in a bit of racing into the Empress. What me say? Ads up and running. We're gonna have the Olympics quiz in a minute, but the first round to see who will qualify in the first heat, we're going to add Alex and Jackie, who has just come in. So the winner will qualify to the finals, guys. The winner will qualify to the finals, and we're gonna run 3 races, and the winner of the finals will get a $500 credit courtesy of the phone company of your choice. But of course, we have our Olympic quiz as well. So we have our Olympic quiz as well. So we're going to ask questions. If you remember all the great Olympic moments, then you can try to enter and win in the quiz. So, Maya said, I don't know nothing. You'd be surprised at how much you know. You would be surprised at how much you know. So let me see how much people are on the starting block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want one more in the starting blocks, and then we will run the duck race. But here's the first question, guys, in the Olympic quiz. Question number 1. In what year did Jamaica compete in the Olympics for the first time? In what year did Jamaica compete in the Olympics for the first time? Maya, if you don't know, you can Google. You just have to go a bit fast. What year did Jamaica compete in the Olympics for the first time? Empress Maya is cheering for you. I'm not seeing no answer coming up yet. 1937, no. 1948, yes. So Tiffany is on the scoreboard already. So Tiffany gets the first one. It was indeed 1947. 1947, first answer. The first time Jamaica competed in the Olympics. So that's 1 point for Tiffany. Question number 2. In what year did Merlene Ottey win her first silver medal? In what year did Merlene Ottey win her first silver medal? You can give me the year or the Olympics. You can give me the year or the Olympics. All right. Okay, Alex and Jackie says 1996, and that is correct. 1996. Kadia saying 96 as well, but just a little late. Maya 93. No, it was 1996. So Alex and Jackie on the scoring board with 1 point. It was 96 in Atlanta. All right, next question. Who won Jamaica's first 110 hurdles gold medal? Who won Jamaica's first 110 meter hurdles gold medal? So you know, say one man. Which man won the first hurdles medal, sprint hurdles medal, gold medal? Empress, what going for me? Empress 2000, no, that was wrong. Omar Omar who? Macould. I don't know if we can accept that, Tiffany. You have to improve that spelling. You're close, but you have to improve the spelling. Improve the spelling, Tiffany. Handle parchment. No, Maya. Omar McLeod. Yes, here comes Tiffany with the correct answer. So Omar McLeod is correct. So that's second point for Tiffany. Kadia is too slow. You're too slow. You have to speed up. All right. Next question. Who was known as the Bronze Queen? Who was known as the Bronze Queen? Bronze Queen. Who was known as the Bronze Queen? On the phone to see who will come first. Otti says Tiffany just ahead of Kadia again. So Tiffany now up to 3 points. Kadia only coming in a bit too late. Love Ice is back in ads. No problem, Love Ice. Next question. Who won 2 silver medals in the 100 and 200 1992 Olympics? Who won 2 silver medals? Watch Empress a style way. Merlin Otti Page. She did divorce still. Who won 2 silver medals in Barcelona in 1992 for Jamaica? All right, and Cuthbert comes up. So Kadia Boucher scores her first point. Correct. 1 point for Kadia. Julia Cuthbert is indeed the correct answer. Quarry says Alex, but that was a long time ago. That was 1976. All right, next question. Where were the 2012 Olympic Games held? Where were the 2012 Olympic Games held? Empress is struggling. Empress gone. 2012, London is correct, not Russia, London. So Tiffany gets that one. They were in London. Empress a bit too late with that one. Maya too late. London it was. All right. Which Jamaican-born sprinter won the Olympic 100 meters in 1992? Which Jamaican-born sprinter won the Olympic gold medal in 1992? Which Jamaican-born sprinter won the 100 meters in Barcelona 1992? I can give you a clue. It was a man. Mr. Augusta Bolt says Maya. Cuthbert says Tiffany, no. It was a man. Donovan Bailey, no. Kadia, no. It was before that. Usain Bolt says Empress, no. Usain Bolt was a child. Arthur Wint, no. No, no, no. He was Jamaican born. Me never say my Jamaican, you know. I said he was Jamaican born. He was Jamaican born, but not necessarily Jamaican. Arthur Wynne, no, Arthur Wynne was probably dead by then. Donald Quarry, he was Jamaican born, but not necessarily Jamaican, guys. Carter, no. I'll give you another clue. He was British. 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 He was a man, he was British. Nobody? If you need to Google it long time, I did find it. You know? Correct answer. Okay, Kalia coming in with the answer. It was Linford Christie, correct. Linford Christie is correct. Kalia just ahead of Tiffany. That's 2 points for Kalia, 1 for Alex and Jackie, and 4 for Tiffany. Empress is struggling. Empress, you're not yet. Empress is struggling. Heaven Hope TV is here. Welcome, Heaven Hope TV. Welcome to you. Maya, you are carried back far in a time. All right. Next one. Come, Empress, come. All right, sorry about it. Where were the 2004 Olympics held? Where were the 2004 Olympics held? I'm going to say everybody did bad this time. Where were the 2004 Olympics held? So Love Ice is still in ads. Love Ice, that's a long ads. Watch it, Love Ice, watch it. 2004, I see Tiffany with the correct answer first. Athens is correct. Athens is correct, so Tiffany is way ahead now. Way ahead. Tiffany have 6G connection because she is way ahead now. All right, next question. What was the nationality of Michael Johnson? Not Jordan, Johnson. What was the nationality of Michael Johnson? Let's see who come up with the answer. Moya said Empress Tiffany Badman. Me know say Tiffany bad, yes. So Tiffany says Jamaican, no. Alex and Jackie says American. Yes, he is American. That's one more for Alex and Jackie. Maya still a little bit too slow, Maya. Moya, a little bit too slow. All right, next question. Which Jamaican was stripped of his Olympic gold medal in 1998 for doping? Which Jamaican-born runner was stripped of his Olympic gold medal in 1988 for doping? Moya said the internet fault. Tiffany says Went, no. Quarry, no. Bailey, no. He was stripped of the title for drugs. He lost his title because of drugs in 1998. Powell, no. Carter, no. 1988, guys. 1988. Did I say 98? 88. Roxburgh Martin, no. Poor Roxburgh Martin never used drugs. For drug use, guys, he was like the first big drug dealer in track and field. Merlin Attin, no. It was a man. Ben Johnson says Empress and Chris. Yes, Ben Johnson. So Empress is on the board now. Ben Johnson. Remember Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson it was, 1988. Long, long time ago. All right, next one. What is the nationality of Marie-Josée Talou? This is modern now. This is 2021. What's the nationality of Marie-Josée Talou? We don't even know Ben Johnson. Really, Maya, you don't know Ben Johnson? So you don't know Ben Johnson Day? Sarah says it's Ben Johnson Day. No, sir. Love Ice is still in ads. Oh, Lord. Z-Million, I need 2 devices so I can ask Google. But Z-Million, you should have known Ben Johnson. Come on. We're not thinking too hard. Empress says Ivorian. Correct. So Empress is now warming up. Empress 2, Kadia 2, Alex 2, and Tiffany out with 5 points. All right. Next one. Talou is Ivorian. Which event traditionally ends the Olympic Games? Which is traditionally the last event of the Olympics? Traditionally. We have to be specific now. What is usually the last event of the Olympics? As in the last race of the Olympics. 4x4, says Tiffany. Yeah, I'm gonna accept Tiffany 4x4, but I just realized that the marathon are the real answer. I was thinking 4x4 for men. So since me and Tiffany were thinking the same thing, I'll give her the point. Next question. What is the nationality of Allyson Felix? What is the nationality of Allyson Felix? See, people are saying marathon, they not Empress. I wonder if we figure Empress up Tiffany that point. I'm gonna scrap that one with Tiffany because I really the marathon. All right. Kadia says American. Yes, Allyson Felix is American. Hold on. Tiffany was before you. Tiffany said American first, so Tiffany gets that point. So Tiffany get back her point. All right. Next question. Who starred the 1936 Hitler Olympics in Germany? Who was the star of the 1936 Olympic Games in Germany that was organized by Hitler? Okay, that's what she said relay first. Yeah, but you had to be specific. You couldn't just say relay. You had to say 4x1 or 4x4 or. Carlene has entered the building. Sebastian Luisi, welcome. Yes, the correct answer is Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens. So I'm going to add Sebastian to our race. So we're now 10 people on the starting block. So the M&W family has entered the chat. Hello, everyone. M&W, you'll have to go into the next race, all right? M&W family will go in the next race. All right, so let's take a little commercial break from our quiz. And we're going to go to the first heat, the first semifinals of our Olympics, our Jamfet Olympics, we're going to call it. On your marks, Sebastian lane 1, Alex and Jackie lane 2, Kaga lane 3, Tahir lane 4, Wendy lane 5, Love Ice lane 6, Jermaine lane 7, Empress lane 8, Zemilian lane 9, Moya lane 10, and Tiffany Nation in lane 11. And they are off. Let's welcome Vibe Queen Mem. What's up? I'm here, said Vibe Queen. So Vibe Queen, I'll have to put you in the next race. But at the moment, they are off. They are off, and in the lead, it is Tiffany Nation in the lead. Don't tell me that Tiffany are going to win the quiz and the race. But here comes Love Ice in the middle of the track, and Kayda is going really well as well. Tahir now moving up. Tahir in the lead. Tahir is still leading. Jermaine, Empress, Alex and Jackie struggling at the back. Tiffany Nation has lost her steam. So too has Maya. 16 seconds to go. Empress still in the lead. This is the semifinals, guys. This is the semifinals. 8 seconds. It's Love Ice by a little neck. Jermaine in second. Here comes Empress. Empress. Empress at the last minute. Empress was like Mboma there. Empress like Mboma with an Mboma finish to win that semifinal. So Empress qualifies to the finals. Congrats, Empress. You're in the finals. So MNW and Vibe Queen, I'm going to add you to the second semifinal. So Empress, Chief now and the man. The drugs coming in late, Empress. The drugs kicked in late. All right. So let's go back to our quiz, guys. Empress gets that one. Vibe Queen says, I want to join. Yes, you're going to be in the next semifinal, Vibe Queen. In the next semifinal, let me just edit the list so that I can add the new people. One computer now work now. So Empress qualifying to our finals that time. All right, next question. Maya, how this play says Vibe Queen, how it play? It's simple. Once you comment in the chat, I add you to the the race. All right. So you're gonna be in the next semifinal. So don't worry about it. I'm just updating it. All right. Remember, my points are Jesse Owens says Empress. Says Tiffany. All right, Tiffany. Yeah, Jesse Owens. All right. The next question before semifinal, the second semifinal. In what city? MNW family coming back. Okay, MNW. See you in a bit. In what city did the Olympics, were the Olympics held for the first time? In what city were the Olympics held for the first time? All right. Kadia, Vibe Queen, Tiffany. Athens, yes. So Kadia gets that one. Athens is the correct answer. All right. For what other country did Merlin Ottey compete in the Olympics? For what other country did Merlin Ottey compete in the Olympics? Zemilian watching ads because she doesn't know anything about the Olympics. All right, let me see who is lining up for semifinal 2. Vibe Queen, Z Million, Tiffany, Kadia, M&W. I don't know if Jahir is still here. All right, so next question. So Slovenia, yes. So Empress gets this one. She also competed for Slovenia. So Empress gets another point here. What is Usain Bolt's middle name? What is Usain Bolt's middle name? Otherwise, you always lead and then just run out of steam. St. Liam Empress. All right. See, Jermaine coming in the Empress. We can't accept that spelling there. So Jermaine Pipio. Jermaine Pipio. So Jermaine gets a point on the board. All right. Next question. In what race or specialty, I don't know, in what race did Michelle Freeman compete in? In what race did Michelle Freeman compete in? So let's add Jermaine to our second semifinals. (100-meter hurdles), that's correct. So Jermaine gets another point there. 100-meter hurdles is correct. All right. So let me see. In the second semifinal, we have Kadia, we have Vibe Queen, we have Tiffany, we have Z Million, we have M&W Family, and we have Jermaine. Am I forgetting anybody? Jermaine, I'm saying you know too much, you can't play. Oh, Alex and Jackie. All right, let me add Alex and Jackie to the second semifinals. Alex and Jackie in the second semifinals. We should have said the top 2 qualifying number. We said the winner. The winner of the 3 semifinals will qualify. All right, let's see if we can get another one. Oh, Love Ice. So we forgot Love Ice. Love Ice also in. All right. Love Ice, we have T4. All right, so next question before we go to the second semifinals. Courtney Bolt has entered. Hello, Courtney. We're going to add Courtney to the second semifinals as well. Courtney is in the second semifinals. So, one more question before we go to the second semifinals. Where were the 2016 Olympics held? Where were the 2016 Olympics held? So, the cast, let me just ask old time question now. Where were the 2016 Olympics held? Live Queen said, me hate lane 2. China, no. Rio is correct. So Jermaine gets that. So Jermaine is now in third place behind Kadia and Tiffany. All right, guys. Second semifinals. Second semifinals. So in lane 1, it's Courtney. Lane 2, Love Ice. Lane 3, Alex and Jackie. Lane 4 is Jermaine. Lane 5, M&W. Z Million is in lane 6. Tiffany in lane 7. Vibe Queen is in lane 8. And Kadia is in lane 9. So here we go. Second semifinals. Only the winner advances to the finals. Very good start by Z Million from lane 4. Alex and Jackie also going very well. Alex and Jackie way out in front. And here comes Kadia now. Kadia advancing. Kadia in the lead. Vibe Queen is going in front now. Jermaine is struggling at the back of the pack. Z Million has lost her steam as well. It's Vibe Queen who is in the lead. Vibe Queen still leading. Kadia is now coming forward. It's a battle royal, guys. Kadia now stamping her class on the field. Way ahead now. 10 seconds to go. Kadia still in the lead. And this looks like it's going to be a world record attempt. Kadia. Oh, but here comes Vibe Queen. Here comes Vibe Queen. Vibe Queen took that one in the final moments. And Vibe Queen qualifies to the finals. Kadia thought she had that race, but Vibe Queen just pipping her to the finals. So Vibe Queen, Shane and the family has entered the building on my ties Asian. What? Congratulations on my ties Asian. I don't know what Shane might try to say. Maybe it's typo. So Vibe Queen, Vibe Queen in the last moment of that race. We can't believe it. That was just terrible. That was the second semifinal, but we have another semifinals coming up, guys. Remember, the winner of the finals gets $500 credit, courtesy of Lime or Digicel. Shane and the family, I just watched 2 ads. Thank you for that. So, all right, let's finish our quiz, guys, and then we get the third semifinal. And then, you know, it's going to be a banger. What high school did Usain Bolt attend? What high school did Usain Bolt attend? What high school did Usain Bolt attend? Thank you, Shane. Blessings to the chat and the host. Trelawney High. Alexander Datinil. William Nib says Tiffany, which is correct. William Nib is correct. 3 points there for Tiffany. All right, which school did Elaine Thompson attend? Which high school did Elaine Thompson attend? Alex and Jackie in the third semifinals. Elaine Thompson, which high school did she attend? Manchester, says Cadia High. Cadia, Cadia, not Cadia High. Yes, Manchester is correct. So Cadia goes to 5 points. Tiffany's 8 points. Jermaine is 3. Empress has 3. Alex and Jackie 2. We're coming down, guys, to the end of this one. Can Cadia catch Tiffany? That's the question. Next question. So Shane and the family in the third semifinal. Vibe Queen. Let's welcome Jermaine. Jermaine is in the house, guys. We're just doing the last question, guys. How many rings are on the Olympic flag? How many rings are on the Olympic flag? How many rings are on the Olympic flag? How many rings on the Olympic flag? Let's let's see. 5 says Kadia. Yes, that's correct. So Kadia gets 5, just ahead of Tiffany. But that was the last question, so it means that Tiffany finishes with 8 points, Alex and Jackie with 2, Kadia 6, Empress 3, and Jermaine on 3. So Tiffany walks home with $500 credit, courtesy of the network of her choice. All right, guys, it's time for the third semifinals. So Empress is already in the finals. Vibe Queen is in the finals. And it's the last semifinals to see who will qualify to the finals. And let me make sure I have everybody. Alex and Jackie, Kadia, Tiffany, MNW, and Shane and the family. Am I forgetting anybody? If I'm forgetting you guys, you need to type something in the chat so that I know you're here. William Nib, not Williams Nib, says Kadia. All right, let me go back and check. All right, Tiffany says Williams Nib. Kadia says William Nib. All right, so so technically it would mean that Tiffany would be 7 and Kadia would be 7. I don't know. Jermaine, have to help judge that one. Tiffany said Williams Nib.
It's actually William Nib.
All right, so it's a tiebreaker then between Kadia and Tiffany. So guys, on no answer. Courtney is still here. So let's add Courtney to the third semifinals. All right, so Kadia and Tiffany, this is the tiebreaker. I'm gonna let Jermaine add. Oh, Jackie is here as well. So Jackie goes into the third semifinals as well. Remember, the winner qualifies for the finals and gets a chance to win $500 credit to their account in Jamaica. All right, Colleen is here as well. Just saying a quick hello, not able to stay. So Colleen, we're still adding you to the semifinals, the last semifinals, guys. So make sure you comment in the chat so I can know you're here. Because after this, it's the finals. All right, Jeremy, the tiebreaker. So do you have a question?
Yes, I do have a question.
All right. This is for Tiffany and Kadia only. The first to get it gets the credit.
All right. So my question to them is this. There are only two Jamaicans who've ever medaled in a men's 400 meter finals. Who are they?
All right, good question.
Well, three men who've ever medaled in a 400 meter finals for Jamaica. Who are the 3 men?
Names of the 3 of them.
Yeah, you can give me last name. You can give me last name if you want.
All right, which 3 Jamaicans won a 400 meter medal, guys? 3
men.
McDonald is not one of them. You have to think from the first Olympics to now. All right, that's the only 2 I can give you. From the first Olympics to 20 now. 400 meters. Empress, you're already in the finals, so we can't put your name again, Empress. You already won your semifinals. That's why your name is not there. Okay?
Boy, it look like the Google work for them, man.
It look like the Google now work for them. They don't know if it's like Google.
Them a Google one, man. It's just 3 names, you know. It's just 3 names. 3
Wint and Quarry says Kadia.
That's you have
Jackie
one
says,
correct.
Jackie says Wint, but you have to say all 3, bro.
It's all 3 of them. You have to give me all 3 of them.
We won't tell you which one, but only one is correct. 400 meters. This is a German.
And it's not three, you know. It's not three, no. It's four, you know. But may I give them the first? More than give them the but there's four, but I want three out of the four. There are four of them, so I want three out of the four.
You can only think of three. Was one closer?
One was in the year 2000.
Oh. Wendy, Tiffany, it ended 7-7. I'm gonna add Wendy because Wendy counts as a view. So I'm gonna add Wendy to the third semifinals. It ended 7-7, Tiffany, because you lost 1 point and Kadia got the point over William Lynn. So this is like the tiebreaker.
All right, so let me repeat the question. There has been 4 Jamaican men who've medaled in the flat 400 meter in Jamaica's history. 4 men. I need 3 out of the 4 names. And the one clue that Jamfet gave was you have to go back to Jamaica's first Olympic. I gave a second clue and I said the last time was in the year 2000. Those are 2 clues.
Taylor, so between, on to the next one. All right, Kadia has a second one. Kadia says McKinley.
All right, Kadia, you've gone 2. I need 1 more.
Yeah.
I need 1 more out of the 4.
Which, to be honest, you have to be a fan of track and field to get the first one.
But it's easy, you know. If you have been following track and field and you're over the age of 30, you should know this.
Well, I mean, he's the lesser known of the others, but he was very good.
Yeah.
Let me see what I'm saying.
Greg Harton. Did Greg Harton get a medal?
Greg Harton was the last one in 2000. Dr. Gregory Harton, I should say.
Wow.
So let me see.
Tiffany asking what's the tiebreaker. Then Tiffany.
So Tiffany, you just come with that? Tiffany, the tiebreaker question is this. There are 4 men to have ever medaled in a 400-meter race for Jamaica. I want 3 out of the 4 names.
CDE gives the answer, but CDE is not in the finals. So CDE, I'll add you to the duck race semifinal, the last semifinals. But you have to ask another one because somebody give the answer.
All right, so
I got 2 of the 3.
Actually, she got the 3rd one, but the 3rd one came after I gave the answer because somebody wrote it. So the tiebreaker, since the tiebreaker is between Kadia and Tiffany, I am going to ask another question that is very similar. Is only Kadia and Tiffany can answer this, nobody else. The question is this. Only 3 Jamaican women have ever medaled in the 400 meters. Give the 3 names. In the Olympics, that is. Clue number 1, 2 of them have the same first name. That's all I'm going to say.
I've added Jackie to the. Oh no, Jackie did it already. We can't have it 2 times. Jackie, I've added you to the 3rd semifinals. Kadia is protesting that she said Harton.
But her answer came after it was given, and I didn't even realize who was the person that gave it because I shouldn't have told them. Colleen Brittany did run the 100-meter hurdles. She placed 7th or 6th, I think it was, but she did run the 100-meter hurdles. And she was in the final. Just answer that question.
She came last, didn't she? I think she hit the hurdles and.
Yeah, she came. She was down in the pack.
Latoya co-host.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Clark, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Stephanie McPherson, Sherika Jackson.
Mm, I will not give Stephanie because Stephanie's came by the disqualification of somebody. So I will not put Stephanie in it. But there are 3 Jamaican women who've legitimately medaled in the 400 meter flat. Name the 3. I've seen somebody give 2 names already. And the clue is 2 of the 3 have the same first name. Colleen, we'll pass a question a long time with the man them.
Like add Colleen to the yeah, Colleen is in it. Dion Hemmings.
Dion Hemmings was the 400 meter hurdles. I specifically said the flat 400.
Maya is back, so I'm going to add her to the 3rd semifinals.
But you just
Tiffany,
gave a clue about 2.
Yeah, and
Right.
people, it is between Tiffany and Kadia. So it is
Right.
their answers alone. So if you don't want to help them, you can help them, but between those 2.
So Tiffany, you need to take out your McPherson.
Right? So Tiffany has given the same name that Kadia gave. But another clue is the 2 of them have the same first name. I know the 3rd one might be a problem, but
Guy Queen phone gonna die. Try not make it die before your finals. Look in the chat,
All right.
numbers.
What you can do, Jamfet, is that you can run the race, and I'll keep checking and see who get it.
All right. So guys, 3rd semifinals.
What? I'm going to watch race.
3rd semifinals. Moya in lane 1, CDE in
This
2.
race, I read the race.
Wendy in 3, Colleen in 4, Jackie in lane 5, Courtney 6, Alex and Jackie total 7, Kadia 8, Tiffany 9, MNW in lane 10, and who for family this year? I don't remember. Oh, which family this year? And family in lane 3, in lane 11. What did I say? All right.
Hey, you want my glasses?
So they're
You
out.
look like him needed.
They're out. Very good start for Jackie and Colleen. Shane and the family doing well as well. Oh, Shane and the family. Now, Kadia is losing the last.
Kadia. Go on, Kadia.
Here comes Courtney.
And here comes
Moving to
Courtney
the
and
front.
Wendy. Okay, Courtney, and Courtney's striding. The top end speed of Courtney is working well. And here comes Jackie like a speed train.
Oh, God.
Here goes Jackie. And now it is hard. We're going to need a photo finish to decide the winner.
It's a battle royal. 10 seconds to
Battle
go.
Royal. Colleen and CD. Cook CD with that top end speed. But here comes Maya. And here goes Courtney. Woo! Followed by something on the family. What team in there?
Shane and the family in second. So Courtney qualifies. Courtney qualifies to the finals.
Congrats, Courtney. Congrats.
Well done, Courtney. You qualified to the
Jackie, you lose a
finals.
little top end where that shoulder though, Jackie. You try again and couldn't, you know what I mean?
Put a Michael Norman per way.
Man.
Congrats to Courtney. Tanisha is here. Tanisha, how many of us here? We have 3 finalists. We probably can run another one to make it 4 for the finals. But did we get the answers from Kadia?
No, we haven't gotten the
Kadia
answers.
says Walker.
Walker is incorrect. Remember, it's 400 meter flat, not 400 meter hurdles. So Dion Hemmings and Walker and Melanie Walker do not count. One correct answer that both have given so far is Sherika Jackson, Now, if I say two of them have the same name, that
Same
means
first name.
same first name.
So
That
CD
means
can enter?
no, it's a tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker question.
CD,
you would have answered.
CD, come off.
CD would have answered this long time.
Tiffany.
It's a tiebreaker. Renisha McGregor, Candice McLeod, and
I never say who make the finals, you know. No, sir.
400 meter woman hurdle, woman flat that have medaled over.
Sandy Richards came close. She came close in the Olympics. She came close, but not close enough.
So what was the question?
There are 3 women who medaled in the Olympic 400 meter flat from Jamaica. Give me the 3 women.
Jackson Sandy. What on the can't just name somebody else like can't figure it out. Anissa. Well,
Shericka Jackson is one. We'll get that. We know that one there a long time.
People, listen to a clue. If Shericka Jackson is one, 2 of the person's first name is the same thing. So give us the other. Can I just give them the first name then and then give it the last name for the other person?
All right. The common name between 2 of them. Okay, the years are, let me say this, the years are 2000, 2008, and 2016. 8 years apart for each of them. All right.
Go on to Tanisha. We are El Tanisha. How you name everybody?
Tanisha just a ring out name, so.
So Tanisha has given the clue for the same name person.
Katie, Stephanie no win her medal yet. Tomorrow she win for her medal. She no win it yet. She no win it yet. Tomorrow she'll win for her one.
She better win it.
And Stephanie, I think, did get a medal for 2012. I'm trying to remember if she did.
Yeah, she
but
did.
It wasn't because she won. It was because somebody was disqualified. So she was promoted. And I said before, do not put her in it because she was promoted. She didn't get the medal by running out right. So I talk about the one that run out.
Yes, right. Yes, give me next name now, not Tanisha.
Tanisha, so she's know her stuff.
CDE give a clue a while ago to somebody. Whoever want him give a 5 letter of the person name.
5 or 3. Oh, okay. We said a 5 though.
So Kadia, you got 2 out of the 3. One more.
I CDE give 5 letters out of
the person name. But hurry up, come on, talk about what we're going to last night into today now. And I will it me have to say now. I have a lot to say, so hurry up.
Alright, give them another one.
CD, just give it away a 5 letter CD, give her a name.
CD literally almost give them the person first name.
Oh.
They literally almost give the person first name.
What's the last name? Alright, Kadia and Vibes, what's the last name?
No, Vibes not counting, no, Vibes late.
Oh, Kadia, what's the last name? So you spell out one name, what's the last name?
Tiffany look like she give up. Or the Google now.
Okay, that says Lorraine.
Yeah, we want to forget the last name now.
Oh, you text the last name, Kadia? Come on, you don't have a number. Who you text the last name? I would tell you another clue, but you don't even know that.
I have a solution. We're going to put them in the finals. Kadia and Tiffany.
But I think I'm going to give Kadia this because he's the only person with that name to ever enter Jamaica. The person's name is Lorraine Fenton. She was Lorraine Fenton at the time. So it is.
Your Google work. What, baby?
It was Lorraine Fenton. It was Lorraine Fenton. So Kadia get the tiebreaker. Boy, I wanna take long. Could I just easily Google it, you know?
All right, Kadia, them play fair, man. You know, them play fair. All right, guys, it's the finals. It's the finals. Three people are in the finals. We're not the finals now. Courtney, Empress in lane 1, Vibe Queen in lane 2, and Courtney in lane 3. So who's gonna get the $500 credit? Is it gonna be Courtney, Vibe Queen, or Empress?
And Vibes is out. And here comes Empress. Yes, Empress. Vibes. And Vibes is running up on Empress. Streaming down the line. But Empress was about 1 centimeter ahead of Vibes. Can Vibes find that top end speed? And there goes Vibes at the top end speed. Can Empress or Courtney do something? And here comes Courtney with the speeding legs. And here goes Courtney.
Vibes Queen for my money.
And Vibes is at the lead again. Vibes took back the lead and Vibes is going. Vibes is going. Vibes seems like she's tightening up and Courtney is just moving and moving. And here comes Empress.
Whoa!
Okay, okay, I game this.
All right. So Empress gets the Empress gets the credit, $500 credit. Vibes Queen, so that's a wicked act. Empress was the underdog, but she really did come through for the victory. So congrats, Empress and Kadia. $500 credit coming your way. Text me the number on Instagram. Empress never failed me yet, says Empress.
Sir, I should. Sassy, you there? Before I begin, let me say this. Sassy, I owe you an apology. Sassy, I publicly will apologize to you. You did say at worst Chris Taylor would probably finish 5th or 6th. I said dead last. I apologize.
No, I said 6th. Sassy said it will be higher than that. So.
Oh, Sassy, they say higher than all right, but me apologize.
Yes, Sassy said not come no 6th, not come bronze or 4th.
Yeah, me, that's true. But me apologize. But Sassy, at the end, it means you had more faith in him than I did, and I do. I still gotta apologize for that.
I mean, a personal best, 79?
44.79. His first time breaking, his first time breaking 45 seconds since he was 18 years old.
Right.
So big up to him for that. But I know that more started, you know. We can go in order.
Let's go.
Tell us what the order is going to be, though. So that we don't stray from the order.
First of all, this is just public for those. I know a lot of Jamaicans may not know this or may not care, but that men's shot put last night, we can tell you this. Krauser, Kovacs, Walsh, that was a hell of a shot put final for the ages. So big up to them for that. All right, now that we get that out the way, can we talk up?
Suppose I tell you that these have been the best and yet the worst Olympics at the same time.
Trust me.
Would you agree with me?
I agree. Sassy have something to say. Sassy said, wait before you start, Jermaine. Sassy want link, drop your link.
Oh, the link. Sorry, hold on.
Trust me, I can say that this has been this Olympics has had me on an emotional roller coaster.
In terms of performances and competition, it's way up there.
Yeah, man, it has been one of my it has been arguably one of my favorite Olympics from a non-biased perspective. Like just watching as a fan of the
Yeah.
sport,
Yeah.
it has been one of the Olympics that has had me going, yo. I mean,
And at
maybe-
the same time,
maybe-
something is missing. I don't know if it's a crowd noise. I don't know if
yeah, I
it's
think the
full
crowd part,
coverage.
no, maybe because you're getting poor coverage, but the crowd participation has been missing. But I guess when you're watching it on TV, it doesn't look so bad. And the fact that they would show feeds of like the teams that are in the crowd, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't really not that much. But honestly, just the quality of the performances,
Right.
the quality of the performances this year. I think what makes it so good is that almost every race is contested. It is not the here's Usain Bolt and everybody trying to catch him. You understand?
Yeah.
Or here is Shelly and everybody trying to catch her. Or here is Alison and everybody trying to catch her. It's been we have no.
Sassy, if you look here every time you come from here, so you can see face. I want me away you hide from somebody. Are you not pay GPS? I want.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, Jesus.
watch out.
Well comfortably.
Well comfortable in a bed.
Jam said,
I mean, if you look at it, what I'm saying is
Jam said this morning that I was gonna beat the both of you because the two of you say it did not come dead last.
No,
No,
I never said
man,
that. I said 6.
I never said he was gonna come first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or anything. Me also say, I want him get a medal, even though I know him not going to get it. I know him I gonna put him out there on the track.
I said that I'm going to use him, I'm going to fight. I said he's a fighter, and I can see him
When
fighting
me
up
tell
his
Jam said this man, he said me I go beat the two of them. Him jump up and start go out in the same I go come stick. Allah said it said Jam said.
Sit down here.
That-
No,
Very
man,
famous
it's Jermaine's the last.
No, me did say
The two of
me
them
did say that
say-
last.
Hey, don't call me name anymore. I never say nothing. I say just one thing for just. Do him for do. I'm a poor man that he make it kind of. Don't call me name anymore.
Me did say I come dead
That's
last.
what
Me
I
did say I come dead last. Me did say I come dead last. Me gotta admit it.
Let
I said he
him
was coming
show
last.
you.
Were you
Him
disappointed
show
in
you
the 400, bro?
Was I
And
disappointed?
him
Hell
did
no.
run good, man. I lie. Him run good.
I wasn't disappointed.
I mean, I have to say,
Why?
outside of Alistair Felix, Stephen Gardner is one of them. It's like no effort.
You know, say although me never expect him to get no medal. Me honestly think say Cherry did not go win. Me
Really?
surprised
No.
why not even get a
But you
medal.
auntie, you act
No man. Your chest eye bad. That cherry they never did get picked.
No,
Sherry,
no,
That Cherry
you
never
know
did
why,
get picked none at all.
you know
Sherry,
why,
Sherry
Mr.
get
Many
picked
think
right
he did a win.
now.
You remember the mixed relay when they do the last time with Jamaica, I think a second with you come or third? When them did
yeah.
run down the Polish girl. You remember that
Mhm.
particular race when they go on in a race there? That's why I'm think in the go
No,
win.
but you see
No,
this,
man.
you see this Olympic, they don't care about your past. This Olympic
Yeah,
don't care about
that-
your COVID. This Olympic only care if you took the
I'm
vaccine
gonna
or you
believe when we
didn't.
see the two.
This Olympics is about everybody making
Hey,
them names
Sidani.
over again.
Definitely.
Trust me,
Yeah.
I watched that for I can't be
I
disappointed
wanted
because
a faster time. I wanted a faster time, to be
Watch it
honest.
every
And I thought James would have pushed him a little bit more to the finish line.
no, you see sometimes you see sometimes a lot of us want the faster times, and because of the competitive nature of the event, you're not going to get it because it's about strategy. I mean, look at the men's 800 meter. Who would have thought that 145 would have won an 800 meter in the Olympics in 2021 when guys are running 143 in them
Bones
sleep?
and it's normal.
You understand? So when you have a situation where 43.85 is not a slow time by any means of the imagination, but we have become so spoiled with right. We have become so spoiled with guys running 43 fours and 43 fives in them sleep. 43.8 is not bad. And
Yeah.
we must give credence to that because it was just a competitive nature. You saw Michael Norman get out like a bullet. When I see him get out, so I said to myself, him now go medal. because he
Yeah.
don't have a good top end and them they're gonna catch him. Somebody knows that cross off one. But I saw Kirani make a move, and when I saw Kirani make that move, I said if Gardner holds his composure, Gardner wins. Because that stride pattern and being healthier and being the man basically right now, he was just going to stride away, and so said, so done. My surprise was the Colombian, Zambrano.
Zambrano.
Coming back and beating Kirani, even though Kirani beat him in the semi, he timed Kirani to the
Perfectly.
T.
But he did
He
look
said,
good in the
listen,
semifinals. He did look
right,
good.
but remember, he finished behind Kirani, James.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying. I
he-
thought Kirani would have pushed him. I wasn't expecting Kirani to run 44. I was expecting him to be in the 43s as well.
no, but as I
Not
said, it's
necessarily
probably
the 43, but
it's the nature of the race. Also, you must take this into consideration. The humidity is a point. It was hot.
Yeah,
last
it was
night.
very
It
hot.
was-
Yeah.
It was hot.
Because when you saw,
know,
when you
Kirani was very happy with his bronze medal as well.
yeah, he must
Um,
be because Kirani now owns all three
And not
medals
only
in
that-
his thing. So he must be, and knowing where he's coming from.
Right, with his illness and his injuries.
With
And
his
let us say
illness,
this.
his injuries, his mom
Kirani
passing
is the
away.
first.
Yes.
Kirani is the first man to win a medal in 3 consecutive 400 meters.
400 meters.
That not even the great Michael Johnson has done that. That's how good he was. For him to win 3 consecutive medals. LaShawn Merritt
Oh,
came
and he
close,
get
I think it
all
was.
medals.
But that was it. Yeah, and he has gold, silver, and bronze.
And for
So-
me,
So-
Kirani is. Huh?
Oh, Tanisha said Zambrano did run after Pablo. He was very determined.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
man.
was.
He timed Kirani. Having Kirani on his inside, all he said is, listen, let me just track it. And if Kirani comes in front, I'll just give
I'll
a
just
last push
wait.
and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did it. He timed it perfectly.
And for me, Kirani is one of the greats.
Oh,
Undoubtedly.
definitely.
Undoubtedly.
Kirani is one of the greats for many reasons. I mean, we take Kirani for example. When Kirani runs any race, everybody in that race get a touch, get a
Yeah,
hug,
man.
get something. His humility for seeing Gardner on the ground and they snapping Gardner, and he came and he rolled him like that. For me was excellent.
Yeah.
You know, it's a comment I rolled you.
And
that
let's be real. Kirani accomplished more in the 400 meters by the time he was 21 than anybody else in
than
history.
anybody else. Yeah.
Kirani had a world junior title, an Olympic title, and a world title
World title.
by the time he was 21 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not that's not
That's
normal.
not easy to
And
be done. It's not an easy
exactly.
feat.
I know at his age, at almost 30 years old, for him to come and be at the level that he is and coming exactly come
all those things. But Graves' disease is not normal.
exactly. Graves'
And
disease
then,
is not something.
while recovering from Graves' disease and thought that, okay, I'm going to give this a try again. Perhaps here goes mom, losing mom, someone that is very close to him. That took a toll on him. So to come back and and I think that is the reason why he's so happy with that bronze medal, because to come from those 2 major things that happened in his life. I believe that bronze medal is dedicated to his mom.
Easily.
Easily.
You know, so
For me, if he already decide to bow out right now, I'm good.
No, I think, and honestly, if he had bowed out last year, I wouldn't have a problem. But for him to come back,
But to come back and do
do what
this
he's
and
done, I have to give my props to him. So, but that 400 meter, yes, the time was slow comparatively to what we're used to. Remember, the last Olympics was a world record, and we've been seeing guys run 44 lows, 43 lows. It's something, but it just goes to show the nature of the competitive nature of that race. It wasn't about time. It
Yeah, but
was
that's the thing.
literally
When you
about.
reach Olympics. For me, the Olympics is not necessarily about time. You know? The Olympics is about that gold medal. You know,
Exactly, and the
You're not
perfect
about
example,
pastime, you just want to secure the gold.
and the perfect example
look
is
at Gardner at the end of the race. He didn't seem very comfortable at the end of the race.
right,
As in,
exactly. But it goes a lot to do with the conditions and the heat. And like I said, times don't really have. There's another race that it wasn't about times; it was about will. But we're not going to talk about that race now, because trust me, that race there. I say it yesterday, and I'm tell you, say my heart there, I say one thing, I'm head, say the next thing. But we'll suit talk about that one day. Right? But trust me, I give credence to that. But that means 400 Rita was hot. But there's something I need to talk about, and we have to talk about this easily, which is the heats of the relays.
Oh, glory, mama.
And the third leg, I want beat her.
But I didn't think the third leg was bad, you know. I thought it was the second.
No, what?
I'm
I'm not fan of a move. I
The
think
legs were the
Huh?
problem. The running itself wasn't the problem. That battle change between the running wasn't the issue. The button change was the issue. When the button literally came to a stop, and Natasha, who is experienced running the backstretch, is usually giving the button to somebody who's experienced enough to know when to go out. Ramona Birchall literally just stood there. Like
Exactly.
She literally just stood there.
Right up.
You know,
and
but
when I watch it back on my recording, Natasha screaming, coming
yeah,
down.
Natasha was screaming.
Yeah,
It was like, no, but that, it's
I guess it's also nerves at that level. You don't want to mess up at that level.
exactly. It's
She almost messed up though. She could have taken 2 steps though.
Almost messed up.
Yes, she did.
Time.
No, it's almost because we got through.
Because we got through. That's why I said almost. If we never get through now, should have to stay at Tokyo. I'm gonna look at she could have get one Tokyo permanent resident over there until
she could have come back to Jamaica. She could have come back to Jamaica. If she didn't mess up that, she could have come back to Jamaica.
I mean, Brianna ran well.
I will. I told you, Brianna.
Sherika ran well, so I think Sherika will keep her spot on the angle.
No, hold on. Did you just say Sherika? You think Sherika will keep her spot?
I know, 2 smiles. Notice, I know, jump it. Notice, Brianna did what she was ordered to do, and she did what she knows to do the best, and that is do start. And I was excited for that start. A matter of fact, my physiotherapist, because I went there this morning, is also Brianna's physiotherapist, as Everaldo Edwards. And we were in there talking about it, and he himself is like, oh my God, I'm really, really proud of her, because something happened to Brianna just before she left. However, that start with Brianna and what she did was great, spectacular. I can't ask for anything else from her other than just keep the focus and understand that, hey, this is my job and this is what I had to do and this is what I need to do and I will do it. And fear not, whoever is beside me, behind me, above me, anything. Just know, say, I am going forward. And she did that. Now, Sherika did what was needed to be done. She collected the button and she just make sure, say, wait, qualify. And I'm fine with that. Now, the 2 spots in the middle, everybody did not know Brianna has to start, going to start. So therefore, what they did for me is just drop them 2 days in the middle, one way or the other. And then just the belly of a kubong. And putting the real 2 belly. Is you understand? So that's the exact lineup. The only thing is who goes on the second and who goes on the third. That's it for me.
I'm putting Elaine on the second, whether you like it or not.
Hell no.
No.
You have to use, you see, because of the fact that they haven't done battle changes. They don't normally do battle changes according to Elaine. I'm going to say according to her. Her words exactly. Therefore, I will run what has been proven to work. And what has been proven to work is Shelly on the second leg and Elaine on the third leg. Yes, understandable.
Yeah, I could do that as well. Yeah.
So that's what it has to be done.
Here's my issue as well. Here, let me say this. I have seen Elaine run back stretches before. And it's not the prettiest sight to see. I tell you that. It's not the prettiest thing to do.
Which one of the leg is the back stretch for persons who they may not know?
No, it's the second leg. Everybody must know what a back stretch is, the second leg.
Okay.
I've seen Elaine run a couple of those and it don't look good at all. Elaine is a third leg or anchor person.
The third leg thing.
Yeah, she's a third leg person.
She's a third leg or anchor.
80 meters when she's at the top of her form.
Exactly. But
As
the
opposed to
essence,
having her run 110 on the back.
right. And Shelly has run the back stretch about 4 times in major championships. So, or 2 times, I should say. 2 times before? 2009.
Yeah, 2 times.
2 times, yeah. So she's done it before, so she's used to it. But another woman they want to talk about, because the girls did what they're supposed to
Oh,
do.
the girls is what they're supposed to do.
No,
So,
they
being
did
that
what
we're
they-
Guys,
going
I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, so.
to talk
No,
about
that's
the
what I'm
males,
saying.
Hey, dude.
being that we're going to talk about the
Oh,
males,
that's civil.
hold on, Sassy. Wait, being that we're going to talk about the males, I must firstly give great kudos to Maurice,
Yeah, man,
and
Maurice.
Paul Francis for getting it right this time around. Because
Yeah.
every other time around, Donald Corey gets it wrong.
Right.
A lot of times he gets it wrong, but it's just that the team's event that was assembled was great. But I must give kudos with
Yeah, man.
working with what they have and choosing my team.
Yeah.
Choosing my team to do the job, and then they got the job
Do you
done.
keep them for the finals or do you change
Yes,
them?
I keep them for the finals. I can keep them for the finals. I don't mind keeping them for the finals because they started gelling and they started getting comfortable with each other. 1. However, 2, if we're gonna switch out, everybody knows that
I feel like
Julian
them are going
Ford-
to switch out if them are going to switch.
no,
Blake is the captain. I'm not going to check out the captain.
Blake is the encourager, the enforcer, the captain, the pilot, everything.
Them
that
not
goes
take
with
you're mad?
Every
you
night,
crazy?
all the guys came out and said Blake made that happen.
Exactly.
And remember now, and also Blake is a senior man on that team. You
Right.
need, I said it.
You need the experience and the
You need
reassurance as well.
and the reassurance that he can
America
do it.
proved that yesterday. That
Yeah.
experience played a big role. Because
Of
if you look
course.
at the Jamaica team, speed-wise, Jamaica isn't nowhere as close to that America team.
Qualify. They don't even qualify.
I know that, and we all are happy for that. But that experience
Next
is
time,
really
I'm
important
gonna
because having Blake, or I should say having Blake on that third leg, first of all, it was a leg he was comfortable with because he's been running third legs almost all of his career.
Right.
Yeah.
As the senior man, he knew exactly how, because let's be real, you realize there was an accident between him and Julian Fort. But because of his experience, what did he do? He went out a little bit too fast, realized and get out too fast. And what him do? He never stopped running, you know. What he did was he cut his strides. He just cut him stride immediately and allowed Julian to come get him. That is experience. You don't teach that, you learn that. That is something that time teaches. So what he did was he realized he got out fast. He didn't want to kill his momentum, but at the same time, he wanted to be he wanted Julian to get to him. So instead of striding the way he normally does, he literally cut his strides by half. So he kept his momentum going. So by the time Julian get the button, you realize him shot it around the curve because he was still in motion. He was still in motion. That is experience. That is what America missed in their team.
Yeah.
That was experience right there. Because how many persons going to realize that them get out too fast and instead of come to a standstill, cut them stride, keep their momentum, get the button, and then shut it past everybody.
Right.
No, them not. No, you don't teach that in school.
The team, to be honest, I wouldn't touch it.
No man, that team is untouchable. This is your chance.
They were well within their limits as well, as in that they could go faster. So
You want me call it?
Jack oblique civil Jack got the anchor like there.
You want me call it? You
I'm
want me
going
say
to
it
make
by
him stay on the anchor.
No, him not moving. He's Jamaica's anchor for the future. You want me call
I
it?
did say that is who you're going to use for the anchor, darling. Oblique civil.
That's the man that come and just pick up one next year anchor.
You want me call it? You want me call it?
I'm calling.
Jamaica going to win that goal. Jamaica winning that 4-1.
Yeah,
Come
man.
They're winning it. And the
I'm not leaving Tokyo without a medal, and I never understand when he pulled out of the 200 at the time. I never understood, but I understand now.
and here's the key part. Usually Blake would be the anchor leg when Bolt is not there.
Yeah.
What did he do? He realized he's not as fit. He took the shortest leg and the leg that most accidents
Most
happen on a
accidents
relay.
happen on.
That is leadership right there. Because he
Yep.
could have run the back stretch, he could have run the curve, he could have run the anchor. He said, listen, I'm going to take responsibility for the team. He took the shortest leg because he knows he's not 100%, but at the same time, he took the leg that most accidents would happen on.
He's plugging everything.
Right?
Somebody else who used the same strategy is Tina Asher Smith.
Yeah.
Because everybody thought
No,
that she
no.
was-
The thing about the Brits was this: that Britain squad not changing.
It
That's
can't
it.
change.
They get no better than that. You understand? And that's the issue. Because here's why they're gonna have a problem with that Britain team. Jamaica is on the far outside. You know what I mean? When Brianna and they're, it is not just a catch me if you can. It is literally they are running the least amount of curves, which works in the favor of Elaine, which works in the favor of Sharika, and which works in the favor of Brianna. They don't have to be as steep, which allows the button changes to be cleaner. So it is going to be catch me if you can, but I'm at an advantage because guess what? I ain't looking at nobody. It is literally just me and the clock. And everybody, when the stagger comes out and then you realize that Jamaica is 20 strides ahead of the person in lane 9 or 20 feet ahead of the person in lane 9, what does that do to everybody behind them?
Everybody start overstride.
Exactly. So buttons going to fly all over the place. And I that's why I said I think this was the perfect lane draw for Jamaica. Not too much curve, so Elaine don't have to pressure it in the middle. Brianna doesn't have to pressure it at the start. And Sharika can do her natural movement and just blaze off that turn down that home stretch easily. And they don't have to watch nobody, so they're not looking at anybody. It's just them in them own lane. And that's what you want that Jamaica team to do, be in them own lane. So those two 4x1s, I am expecting the gold medal from both of them. Right? I'm expecting the gold medal from both of them. But that's how you're going, because you know something have reached the race here.
No, the 400.
I'm here.
No,
I'm
man.
here.
Not the 400.
Woo!
4x4.
No, man. The tall man.
Mr. Tall. What did I say yesterday?
We said it yesterday, Jamfit. I told you yesterday, my heart is telling me 2 medals, but my mind said 1. I did also say that if Grant Holloway slip, him slide because Parchment had him. Because Parchment had him for 2 rounds prior, which means and if you listen to Grant Holloway's interview, he said after each race, Parchment said to him, I'm coming for you. And he took it slightly. I'm thinking he was just saying it. You can check YouTube, it's on Sportsmax, the Sportsmax interview. When they interviewed Grant Holloway said they ran in the first round, they ran in the semis, and every time Hansel keeps saying, I'm coming for you. And he just laughed it off and said, it's just competitive talk. He never meant it. He said when he saw him, he was like, whoa. And it helped him buckle because here's the thing. What did I say yesterday? I said if Hansel comes out even 4th out of the blocks, Grant is in problem. I said, only can count me. Sassy, Tiffany, the whole only can remember when I said this. If Hansel comes out at least 4th, Grant is in problem.
Yeah.
Even in his interview, when the lady from Sportsmax asked him, it wasn't a pretty good start. Hansel said it wasn't a pretty good start. That's probably one of my best starts ever.
That's my best starts ever. But then she wouldn't know. But then for me, I just said to myself, she wouldn't know. I mean, because our reporter never asked him anything about the start because matter of fact, he said to him, that's the best start I've ever seen you done. What do you do differently? So because they don't know, they only know their people.
Yeah, that's the exact same question the French guy asked him. What did you do differently at the start? And he explained some technical thing about the start, that he went in not as high as he usually does.
Yeah.
But in any event, were you panicking at hurdle 5?
For who?
Well, Holloway seemed as if he was going away.
No. Remember, This is why I said to you
Yes,
yesterday.
he
Remember,
was.
I said
Yes,
to you.
yes, he was. He was.
No,
Until the
remember
eighth
I said
hurdle.
it.
So
Wait,
stop
let me
it.
hear.
Remember,
Which
remember what I
Anthony
said.
Hurdle?
Remember what I said to you yesterday. I said to you, I expect
Anthony
Holloway
Master.
to get away. Otherwise, first 5 hurdles is never his problem. He's good. That's why he's the record holder
Always
for the
bustle at
60
the
meters.
last 2 hurdles.
It is the last 2 hurdles that if you're going to catch him, and I said, remember the World Championship 2 years ago. If Omar McLeod had not hit the hurdle, Omar would have most likely passed him because Grant's most susceptible part of his race is the last 2 hurdles. And I said to you guys yesterday, I said if Hansen comes out just enough and has him in striking distance, Grant will not get away from him. And so said, so done. Grant's most of. Why do you think Grant buckled? Grant didn't buckle because he ran out of steam. He buckled because when he turned his peripheral, he realized that Hansel was right there and he knew what that meant.
Right.
Him not have nothing more to give and Hansel is coming. Him know what that means.
And if I never
And that
finished,
is-
he wouldn't even get the silver medal.
That is it. Had it
That
not
part-
even, had it not been for the dip, that dip, you would have gotten bronze. Had it not
That's
been for the
another
dip, you would have gotten
difference.
bronze.
Put Langan out in front.
No,
of,
but-
It's not him foot.
It's not the
actually,
foot enough. It's his torso.
It's
It's
him
him
upper
torso.
torso.
So I'm still crying along a little more.
Foot. Well, him right foot, I think, was way out in front of Levy.
Yeah, man, because,
No, what-
because
but-
it seems as if he was still hurling in his mind. That's why the right,
Right.
foot, but it's not measured on his right foot. It's measured
You're,
on
it
his
is
upper
not.
torso.
Right.
It's measured on your torso. So
Because for me,
so him foot could have along a little more.
for me, at first, when I saw the replay and them showing us the little line story, kill me dead. Levy come second. Kill me
I think that-
dead.
I think
Yeah,
everybody
I
was
thought-
saying Levy
Yeah.
should protest.
Me did have
I think everybody said Levy should protest.
Kill me
I think
dead.
everybody
and I,
said that.
And I instantly messaged with me there. I said, no,
It's
me
like
instantly
you,
message
but
stroke your ass. Hey, so we're going to protest? But then they said, Toy, look at it again. Yeah, Abaya, look at it again. One torso. Then I went back and I looked and I said, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, man. He had his torso was just that much ahead of Levy,
Yeah.
right? But for me, it was the race because when remember, Latoya said something yesterday, and I concurred with her. She said the best lane draw Answer Parchment could have gotten, he got
Yes.
just enough distance away, and he was right beside him. He was just enough.
Yeah.
And Ronald Levy being right beside him was good enough for him to actually know what was happening. And that was the thing about the race, because what you saw was this. I think the weakness of Grant, this hype that everybody has, I cuss Omar about it, mega cuss Grant about it too. Grant looks flawless until he's pressured.
Yeah.
We saw that in the heats. We saw that in another race in the US. We saw that almost in the finals of the US Nationals, and we saw that in the finals today. We saw that in the World Championship 2 years ago. Once he is pressured,
And
his last.
that is why I said that I love the lane draw that Hansa gets, and I love that Levy was drawn beside Grant Holloway, because with Levy will put Grant under pressure, and Levy said it. He said, yes, I came for the goal. However, in my mind, I know I needed to put him under pressure. And I appreciated that from Levy. The fact that he knew that he needed to put him under pressure in order to get the goal that he wanted at the first goal was good. Because Levy, for me, is someone that don't buckles under pressure. It's as if Levy get a different adrenaline when it is that pressure comes on him. So I did love the lane draws that we both had.
Somebody who must have been relieved is the selection committee.
Oh
for the
God,
JPS.
yeah, man, they were vilified. The selection committee
they
was
must have
vilified.
been, so relieved with the results because people were waiting to crucify them over the exclusion of Macron.
True.
When
So,
Hansel won the race,
if
When
they had
Hansel won the
come back
race.
100, we wouldn't hear the half of it.
when Hansel won the race,
Win last night.
the first thing-
Tear down the amount
It
of fat
answers-
cover
it
and something
answers-
really clean.
In Answer's interview, though, in Answer's interview, you know, great difference between egos of men and the feelings of women. Answer said, yeah, basically he said, yes, it's back home, because that's what Omar posted. Thank you for taking it back home. It's back home. The crown is back home, right? and he congratulated them. But Hansa said, I'm sure on our next goal, Omar, we will be 1, 2, 3. And I appreciate that. So because what you're saying to me is that you appreciate the fact that the stage was set by somebody else. And even though he was not here, he still affected something, and that is really good.
Yeah.
But also
I saw Oral Tracy. I'm starting to not like Oral Tracy that much anymore, because I think he's overdoing it.
That.
Sometimes him talk foolishness.
Yeah, but he's overdoing it, because he was saying things like, "Oh, it proves that we don't need
No. I think one of the things that what he's saying, and I think you have to. You see, when you have certain people when they speak, you can't take their thoughts verbatim. You have to understand context. What he's saying is, with all the ranting that the fans of Omar and Omar himself did, right? Saying, "Oh, can you treat this and that and that and that?" And he threw the federation under the bus. He threw his own teammates under the bus, inadvertently. What happened was, with all of that yapping,
we all would have done in that situation. They would have done it.
No, we all wouldn't have done it, because it has happened before and others didn't. With all of that chattering, they came out and gave you a gold and a bronze medal. So what Oral is saying?
It happened in the same morning too, because remember, it was two finals hurdles that was won, and it happened to who we would have really loved to have been in there, Daniel Williams, and she didn't speak up, but she's a different person.
Right. So, and also take it into consideration, if you were supposed to replace Omar, take out somebody and put Omar in, you would take out the third place finisher of the trials. Who came third at trials? The man that won gold yesterday.
Yeah.
Hansa Parchment came third. So what Oral is saying, and he is right, because I was about to make a point before you mentioned. Here's what I'm saying why he's right.
Yeah, he could have said, "Oh, you see, Omar, the guys did well despite blah blah blah." But we don't need you. We don't need. But I found that.
But what if what I'm saying, Jamfet, is this? What
especially
Omar
when
saying,
you're an influencer like he is.
No, but here's what I'm saying, and I'm talking about context. What he says is right for me because of this, and only for this reason. Do you know in 4 years we might be saying the same thing about Hansa Parchment, or in 3 years?
Yeah.
That is how deep this 110 meter hurdle pool is.
That even was posed to him too.
Right? This is how deep the pool is.
There's a vast amount of guys. So I mean, come 4 years.
Come 3 years time. None of the persons that you see running well for Jamaica now may even make a Jamaica team. And that's how deep a pool it is. Right? So when he
answer some more money now, deserve it.
Right. So when Oral Tracy said in jest and in his comical manner, we don't really need you, is really saying, listen, all that verbatim and hype where you make the world make you feel say you are God's gift to Jamaica in the 110 hurdles. Look at it now. We still got the goal and you weren't there. Hold on. But when Omar did,
honest, I don't really like how athletes want somebody else to come up.
No, it's not about what somebody else, because Hanso was there before Omar, and we threw away Hanso when Omar came on the scene.
Oral Tracy was.
We never threw him at the
At one point, he was saying he should go.
A lot of people did that short answer. A lot of people threw away answer.
And bear in mind what Answer came in and did. Answer came in sorting out his injuries because Bert Cameron didn't get enough time. Bert did tell him.
Not Bert, Fitz.
Sorry, my apologies. Sorry, I'm calling the wrong one.
Fitz.
Thank you for the correction. Didn't get enough time with him. And he was concerned because Answer said that he was saying to him, hey, but you know, you should have been doing this, you didn't get to do this. But him said to him, it's okay. So he was still serving things. So we just, I mean, it's a start to things to come. Because everything for me have a time and everything for me have a season. So
and here's what I say, Jamfit. The same way you have to remember this. I always tell people that this is just me personally. If you can't dish it out, don't give it.
Yeah.
If you can't
True.
receive it, don't take it. When Omar was out there lambasting the federation and lambasting everything, do you realize that the men ran yesterday in
Oh.
the morning in a headwind
It's all about
in
it,
probably
right?
the hottest day in the Olympics?
But
Yeah.
They ran in them running in one heat that were never normal. And they came out and didn't.
I don't want to switch the discussion, but did anybody see some
in our way,
NBC
yes, they are. Yes, they are.
NBC Sports post or tweet? I don't know what it was because it just flashed up on my Instagram and then I couldn't find it back. But it was like the
Wow.
NBC saying that Usain Bolt didn't congratulate the 100-meter runner. Did you see that post?
Yes, I saw it, and that was just making a mountain out of a molehill because that was rubbish. He's not obligated to congratulate. He's no longer an athlete. He's retired.
And we are sure that he did actually congratulate, just not openly the way we would have wanted him to do.
No, but that's how he's not the male.
Well, for me, I post that question, Jamed, as it relates to the female aspect of things too, because everybody, if you have listened to him, he favored Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce to win.
No, he did congratulate Elaine though. He did congratulate Elaine. He congratulated the Jamaican woman.
Let me tell you something. I have been, I don't know, I guess I'm on holiday, so I have a lot of time for me. But I've been just going from athletes to athletes. Instagram. I'm not saying nobody, apart from maybe Veronica Campbell, who is not even a current athlete. I'm not saying nobody congratulated. It's shocking.
I won't say that
You don't
because
see
I've
nobody
seen people
congratulating.
I've seen people
that.
congratulate Elaine. I've seen like quite.
It's not on parchment. None of you check their social media. They do not congratulate.
For me, like some of the athletes who actually was in active duty, I don't really expect you to do that. So when you call Pachi name, because Pachi was being basically focused, for me, I know that.
Yeah, but hang on. No, because hang on, they did congratulate Papa. They do congratulate Topper and they congratulate McClone for reaching finals. You don't see any congratulations.
But what I'm saying is, I have seen congratulations. I've seen Johan Blake congratulate, and I've seen Johan Blake and Shelly-Ann Fraser congratulate both Ronald Lively and Hansa Parchment. I've seen Elaine get congratulations. From athletes who are currently there and
numerous platforms.
And numerous of them.
Yeah,
I've seen Sharika. They're on Instagram. They are on Instagram.
No, you don't have to.
They are on Instagram. Go on Johan Blake's page.
Instagram, whether be Insta or Facebook, type on both places that I've seen Shelly both places because she fear admin have it loud. I must say fear admin have it loud.
Hang on, Shelly did. Hang on. We can't call Shelly because Shelly did that after the whole upload.
No, I'm saying her admin have that lock because the moment it happened, her admin and bear in mind is not Shelly fully on her Facebook page. She does contribute to it, but
I'm looking at Johan Blake's Instagram and I don't see anything about Elaine Thompson.
No, you're not going to see. Yeah, it would have been deleted by now in the stories. It would have been deleted in the stories.
Okay, they might put in the story, but in terms of on their page.
No, but nobody really puts anything on the page anymore. Everything is done in story. Everything is done in stories. Everything is done in stories. And probably that's why you don't see them because they are done in the stories. They're not going to. This is the thing is, they don't.
People will not post no more. Yes, then Phoenix Studios will not post no more because as we post on my page and somebody will share it, Facebook share around. And what I've learned today is that we have to wait until I raise them still.
Yeah,
so some of them raise them still.
There's Instagram block. There's Instagram block.
Yeah, but then.
And I feel right, but on the right.
but they
right.
reinstated. They
Say
apologize.
Tokyo a go and bad man. Tokyo
They
a go like a them
apologize.
alone will make little dollar.
I'm not Tokyo, darling. No. It's not Tokyo. I won't allow you to blame Tokyo. Tokyo got nothing to do with it. It's Olympic in itself in its
So
own
who a
right,
black
and it's a
them?
station. It's
Um,
Olympic who has the right, and it's a station that shows it. So for like in Jamaica, once you post it, even if it is that, for example, when I did my live,
Mm.
I did my live from Sportsmax. Sportsmax doesn't have the right to show races in Jamaica on TV. Track and field races on the TV like that. So TVJ has the rights for that. So Sportsmax, even though Sportsmax is who has the rights, they don't have rights for everywhere. So therefore, TVJ blocked me. And then me and TVJ we already in a shambles. So
Yeah,
we
because
just
they
start.
feel right locally. So
Right. And
it's
I went
just
down to TVJ, and I can tell you, TVJ, about 3 to 4 people have go through Facebook and go through Instagram to just report.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Sassy, you know, she says, Sassy, check CDE
Uh-huh.
TV channel. There's nothing there because I know he
Sir,
published.
hello, not tell me about it. I put up my video before CDE yesterday. And but by the time me see CDE one pop up on me, go back go look for mine, it gone. And you know funny
And what was
enough,
it about? It
it
was
get
Olympic. It was an Olympic.
349 views before them block it. The little
What was it?
time I
It was
put
a
it up,
race.
it get 349 views.
I want a
And it
race.
never up for 5 minutes good.
So
Yeah.
what you talk about, man? What you talk about, man? I put on Facebook. I put up
And
the
that
Roy
even
Benjamin
20
race.
seconds long.
I put on the Roy Benjamin one. That's the end part, and I got like what 500 and some views in a minute. And
Yeah,
by
and
the
then it
time I
black.
get that minute, like 10 people share my little something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Them
but
a
that's
go
but
and
that's
too
click
bad man.
delete video. That's why I resolved to my WhatsApp.
Yeah, but that's something I put up no more. I can't bother. But funny
Yeah.
enough, the one with Alien them don't black it. When Alien win the 100 me, it don't black all now.
My one don't
no,
get blocked. I don't know. Because
you
that
see the
don't
thing
get
about
scanned.
it is that some of these videos they have the rights for it for a particular period of time as well. So it depends as well. Sometimes you can't post it within like 24 hours to 72 hours of the race.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Because
post them same time as the race done. Me don't know them. I'ma post them.
that's where you're going to be in problem.
That's why you're going to be in problem with my phone be used, because currently what is still up is the 4x4 heats for me. That is
I know
the
that I'ma
4x4
post
heats.
them. I just gonna put it up.
Anti-part race is still up. It's not black for me. The 200
Them
meter
black
is
my
still up for
own.
me,
But me
and
said
the
I
100
two of
meter
them I put
is
up. I put up two. I put up one with him first at 12 seconds long where it showed the last part of the race. When him a cross over the last hurdle to the finish line. Put up
but
that,
what enough
then
my
black
video
it.
never
But go
me
back
post
and
my full
me
video
put
me
up the
post
whole
enough.
entire video itself, 22 seconds. But put my channel there for it. The people them still black it. So me just say me not put up no more.
I'm buying anything with Olympics. Although on my Instagram I do put up a few, not a lot, but
You know, kids, that girl did a snippet fair one on fair Instagram, and them just nicely block. Good girl said, no, must stop. I don't want to
I
get full
never did
block.
put none for my Insta.
Whenever, yeah. Well, weird enough, I think I still have one on my Insta.
yeah, but they will tell you that it's blocked in some countries.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
or muted in some countries.
Mm.
Yeah, because what I still have up on my Insta is the 1061. Yeah. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
send
by the
that
way,
link.
Carl Lewis is going live tonight, which is
Jesus.
something I want to see.
My Insta?
Because if those who, yep, he came out bashing the US national team.
Oh,
It's
Obviously
official
because
Dion.
obviously because of the 4x1, and it is ironic. I don't know if anybody saw the Kevin Hart
Thanks,
montage.
Leon.
I don't know if anybody saw the Kevin Hart montage last night before the beginning of where he said, "What's been the problem with America? It's getting the stick around." And then he made a cynical comment about saying it's the damn Jamaicans. The thing about it is,
Yeah. But
you guys,
you know Kevin Hart
it
though.
was just a joke. It was just a joke. But if you realize when they showed that montage, you saw so many 4x1s within the last 15 years, 15, 16, 17 years of US literally botching baton drops. Let me give you a simple statistic. Since 2000, you have 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15,
Last remember
16,
the one
17, 19. So we're talking in,
that one the name did I anchor?
Hey, Leon. Welcome.
right in 15 in the last 15 major events, the US had either been DQ'd, are dropping the baton
I not finished. Yeah.
are not finished in 8 of the last 15.
You know, little short one the name again.
Yeah, but I think what they say is that because we have like more of a culture where like in with champs and stuff that we're used to the battle
battle.
changes a lot more.
No, but not just that. You have to remember, talking about it from that perspective, you also remember America does have AAU. America does have quite a few things.
Them beat up them use that and say if the team could better than this and you alone.
It's on you on the pillow.
I tell you, man.
You hungry now?
Right. So the truth of the matter is we literally what I saw from the US, because here's the thing about it. They ran the order wrong. The person who started should have anchored. The person who anchored should have started. Right? Easily. The person who ran the third leg should have actually not even been on the heats. Ronnie Baker shouldn't.
Fred Curly was there? Come here the name.
Fred Curly ran the backstretch. It was him. It was that's where the big mistake was between him and Ronnie Baker.
Ronnie Baker.
Right? And I don't understand how it is that, because I heard somebody complain and say, oh, here's the reason why, because when you go to the American team, you have most of the because I'm not going to call them name, Flow Track. What they said was that, oh, when the Americans, because so many persons are focusing on individual events, they don't really focus on the relay. And then one of the members of the panel had to say, listen, but during the boat era, Jamaica had 2 to 3 guys focusing on, were medal contenders in the individual event, but they won every 4x1 between 2008 and 2016.
2008 to 2016.
We win every 4x1.
Whether Olympic or World Championships.
And remember, this was a time when you had guys getting 2 and 3. We were getting 2 medals in 100 meters routinely. So that means that, and we were getting 3 guys, sometimes 4 guys into finals. Why?
Look at my message and breathe that time.
Nobody laugh. It's funny.
But it's true.
Yeah. I enjoy a US baton drop or disqualification. I love it.
One less.
You know why? The only reason why I was happy for that baton drop, because and I say this, I was in another sports group, and about 6 weeks ago, and I was glad that the person screenshotted my response, because they said that the Jamaican men will not medal. It was about 6 weeks ago.
And had the audacity to post it.
Right? And they posted it big and bold. And I said to them, Jamaican men have a possibility of getting medals in 4 events. I said the long jump. This was before I knew about what was happening to Jaji. I said the long jump, the discus throw, the 110 hurdles, and the 4x1s and the 4x4s. They laughed me to scorn and said Jamaica now medal in the 110 because Omar and Dede. I even went as far as to screenshot the world list and show them how many Jamaicans were in the top 10. And them tell me said Jamaica now medal. They said Jamaica now reach the finals at the 4x1. I said, and I've said this before, and Latoya can testify to this. I said collectively, we have 4 of the fastest men on a relay put together. We may not have them like we did one time with 9.7 and 9.6 and 9.5, but there are not many teams that can put together 4 men running 10-0 or faster. Only the US can do that. No other team in the world can do that right now. So that sets Jamaica up. If we get the button right and we focus on exchanges, we are right there in the mix.
Yep.
And so said, so done. When I go yesterday, I'm going to say Jamaica can medal in the 4x1. Someone will laugh with me, Jam Fit Manaka on the name. See it now? We are now favored to win the gold. It's these races comes down to preparation, because it comes down to preparation, it comes down to leadership, and it comes down to will. What did all 3 members of that 4x1 say? Johan Blake made them believe that they could win.
Yep.
They probably in themselves as youngsters in the 4x1, especially Minzy and Oblique, would have probably thought we have no chance. They said Johan made them believe that they could win. Not medal enough, that they could win. That is a leadership. And if America had somebody like that, and let me say this, it sounds away, but America really missed Justin Gatlin in this 4x1. Even if it's just to bring him for the 4x1. Because that leadership and experience, they needed it. They needed it. They needed somebody to say, listen, galvanize. The Jamaican men's team tell you this. When you see them on the bus, when you see them when you see them together getting prepared for the relay, you want to call them on them. You see the 4 of them on them apart. Him talk to them, them reason, him show them this. Him say this is what we need to do, whatever. And it branched off of everybody.
I showed them also to the button part yesterday too.
Exactly. So you see this. This is what Justin Gatlin or even Mike Rogers, bringing one of those 2 veterans, that's what they would have brought to the US team.
I can't remember his name, or both him they messed up the relay when time both get the button. Yeah, that's
Mike Rogers. That they needed somebody like that with that veteran experience to be there for them, because they never had it. Bramwell should have been, and okay, you never have it. Bramwell should have been the man that said, listen, I'm the only man on this team that has been there, done that.
Remember the first day when we spoke about when we analyzed the first day, I said to you, coaches and experience and being senior does a great thing. Being senior and being experienced on a relay team does great thing. And I spoke towards the Alistair Felix relay that happened when the battle dropped. Alistair said, take it up and run. And for me, that's what you and Blake did. That's what US needed. That level of experience, that level of confidence to know that, hey, we can do this. Even when we thought that we can't, we can do this. Because I'm sure if nobody else knew that a lot of person counted off the Jamaican team, you and Blake for sure knew that. And for him to be the person to say, hey guys, share that out and let's go. Let's do this.
But the man tells him not leaving Tokyo without a medal. He never tell you, where am I getting to now? Him say I'm not leaving without one. So you have to take him where.
Well, it was a decision to pull from the 200. That's for sure.
Me never did see the reason at first, but John, me tell him.
But I said it. Didn't I say it to you?
Good choice, son.
Didn't I say to you 2 or 3 days ago, Latoya? I said to you, Johan Blake is going to be running that 4x1. And it was being said, oh, the injury. And I kept saying he's not running the 200, but he's running the 4x1.
So that he can rest that injury and not irritate that injury.
And you hear him say it. He said he was with the doctors for 3 days, every day for 3 daase. They were literally working on him.
Yes.
You understand?
That's the reason why I applaud. I really, really, really applaud Boris. I don't normally applaud Boris. No reason. No one. But this year time, he worked really tax the money, what look at Crampia, as the government. More. No one can keep that one of these time.
But here the problem is this, and this is what I say. and this is just me being a Jamaica fan now. This is not even me being an analyst or thinking critically. Imagine if Jamaica win the 4x1, yeah. Knowing that we're still about 3 years away from having a proper 4x1 team.
Right.
Can you imagine if Can you imagine if we win this 4x1?
I think it will be next 3 years if we win. I don't think you're ready, but I'm just saying.
People don't understand what this means. That this was supposed to be, or let us call a spade a shovel. This was supposed to be Jamaica's Olympics off. This was supposed to be our Olympics off, especially on the men's side.
Right.
Right? What did we do? Right. So we never made it.
What the men did forget really was the dash. And I mean, and Dash never really up to that.
Right. So when most people tallied the medals going into the Olympics, even 2 weeks before, the only sure medal that people would have probably written Jamaica for was Tajay Gale. And had Tajay Gale not been injured, he would have been medaling. Let's be real. We know say if he never injured, him, I will get a medal.
And we know say come next year.
Yeah, him have blood in him eye.
People are gonna get bail.
Right? Nobody God bless me and the 20 other people in the world where me know. We think that Jamaica was going to medal in the 110 hurdles. About 20 people alone, I think they believe that in the whole of Jamaica life.
After Omar got the
after them leave Omar. Right?
But the thing is, I said it from Omar was eliminated. I said at the time, if those guys had not run as fast, they would have broken whatever protocol and they would have taken Omar. If those guys had won in like 13-3, Omar would have.
No, but remember what I said to you, Jamfet. I said to you, look at the 3 men who made it. It's not even about the time. I said, look at the 3 men that made it. You're talking the world junior record holder who barely missed out on going to the final. He would have had the 9th fastest time overall. Right? He's the youngest of the bunch at 21. Damian Thomas, the youngest of the bunch. He barely missed out on making the finals. Ronald Levy is the Commonwealth champion and one of the fastest Jamaicans in history. Number 4 all time on Jamaica, I think it is, or number 3. He is the one who finished 2nd. Hansa Parchment, a Olympic bronze medalist and world championship silver medalist. Remember, even Grant Holloway said Hansa Parchment is one of his idols. Hansa Parchment was the man who finished 3rd. So take away times out of it. You would have literally dropped the world junior record holder, one of the fastest Jamaican men of all time, and the Commonwealth champion, and a multiple world medalist. You realize that Hansa Parchment has the complete set of medals in the hurdles now?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has a silver medal, he has a bronze medal, and he has a gold medal. He has a complete set of medals. So we already had quality. And I can tell you this, had Philip Lemonius made it to the team, we still would have been in good stead. And Philip Lemonius finished 4th. And remember, we still had Broadbell, who is one of the fastest Jamaicans this year. So the talent pool is deep for this event. It's deep. It's deep. So I have to give credit. We have to give credit and we have to give credence to what they have done. Hansa said it himself. I said it yesterday. This, our hurdles, men and women, or sprint hurdles, men and women, will be for us between now and the next 10 years what the 100 and 200 were for us between 2007 and 2016. That's how deep that pool is. Because when you talk about the people who didn't even make the team, Danielle Williams is a world championship gold medalist and the bronze medalist from 2 years ago, and the Diamond League winner 2 years ago. She was not in the individual event. Akira Nugent, who is one of the fastest hurdlers in the world, the national junior record holder, right? She didn't even make the reserves. Johnny Brown, who is the joint second fastest Jamaican, didn't even come to the national trials because she's injured. That's the quality that is left at home, other than the Britney and the Megans and the Yannick Thompsons of the world. You look at the men, it's the same thing. The two fastest Jamaicans this year didn't even make the Olympic team. And we still got first and third. Think about it.
All right, so tomorrow is another exciting day, probably the last of the most exciting days.
No man, Saturday I go back to. No, this Saturday I go back to. Yeah man, because Saturday the 4x4 and a very good female 10,000 meter with Nassan. She should be on 2 gold medals by the time she get to that 10,000 meter.
Yes.
And the 4x4s will be also very exciting. And let me say this.
Anybody see Yelena, my girl Yelena is in the show shades and people was?
Yeah, duh.
Let's say Yelena still someone never knows if she stays so.
When the Queen talk, you just have to listen to the Queen and just say it go.
AG born Jamaican, John blessings and respect. Thank you, AG, for stopping by.
All right. But I must mention this, the women's 4x4. I will say this and I will say this out loud. That women's 4x4 is going to be closer than a lot of people think.
It will be a close race when you're
The lineup is Rashina McGregor will be in that finals. It's going to be Rashina McGregor.
Hi, hello.
Rashina McGregor actually ran the fastest leg in the qualifiers at 49.3. So think about it. She ran 49.3. So she ran the fastest leg. So the likely lineup is going to be because we're going based on the splits that they have done. The likely lineup should be Rashina McGregor to start, Candice McLeod to run second, Geneve Russell to run third, and anchoring with Stephanie and McPherson. That should be the likely. Because as I said, Geneve actually ran a very fast third leg as well. She ran 49 low.
Weird enough, a lot of persons want the two of them out. That's the two that a lot of persons that keep seeing want out,
No man, McGregor half in my squad. Yeah man? She's the number 3 Jamaican. She half in my squad.
Miss Williams need to come out.
No, she would. I don't think Williams will be in the finals.
They need to run the race here like the last one where they did win the goal.
No.
That's what they're going.
Yes, man.
You can't compare that.
Now the race they have to put somebody where can match her.
No, I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to match Alison.
It's a push on a fresh leg may come in here, so no. I foresee them US putting in news in the McLaughlin.
They can only put in 2. Alison is going to run and Quinera Hayes is going to run. They're not going to not put the 2 finalists in there.
She get run the party, so she had the least right now.
They're not going to not put the 2. So it comes down between.
She was their big favorite to win. I'm thinking Candice run left that. So she iron.
I'm really proud of Candice. You the way how Candice handled them around here, I never know the first time she come here.
Exactly.
Candice said she never come at Olympics to make up number. She come for compete and me wrong her.
But me say man, you never know say first time girl come here.
But with the American order, let me say they have the relay. The thing about it is America has Sid, the leader, and a thing to add to the team. They can only add 2 of those.
No,
right?
You don't worry about. I think you.
I'm not worried about Moo. Mohammed would probably be the one that's left out. I think they'll probably run Sid and leave the leader.
Yeah.
I think Sherika Jackson will run the 4x.
She's not. No, she has said it. She has said it. She's not running. She said it. She's not running it.
She not. Everybody not going to read. Two. She's going to need for the part of the 4x.
When you break the world record tomorrow, when she break the world record tomorrow, she's going to win.
Like Jamfet, here, what me just say. Sherika has said out of her own mouth, she's not running it. She's not in the shape to run any 4x4.
She's not in that shape.
She's not in the shape to run the 4x4. She said.
And bear in mind, if she go run it, she might have maybe got to see what's best. Who knows? She ain't gonna risk that. We know she not gonna see the best friend. We know she not gonna see the best friend. But I'm just saying that's supposed to be a thought space in her mind. Even though we know that wouldn't have happened. However, she not got in a shape. She's not in shape. One, I'm not sure you can run a 4. she's not
She's not in any
to run.
400 shape.
And after she mash up the record tomorrow, she not gonna recover so quick.
No, she confirmed it with Bruce James. He came on TV saying that he got a text. So I asked my friend who is at TVJ, what did the text say? She's not running it. She's not running the 4x4.
I didn't know she never run that for a long time, Kira.
She said, but she did say she's heard that floating around the camp the entire time, especially after Stephanie and Candice made the finals and they looked so good running PBs and whatever. She heard people chattering and say you should run the foot. She said, she can't do it.
But the moreover, I mean, she would want to be a Alyssa Felix. I mean, in the case of running.
What did I say?
Of course.
But remember, it doesn't matter. She has an Olympic silver medal in the 4x4. She has a world championship gold and bronze and silver in the 4x4.
No. I'm saying in one of the team one. If she run the two of
He
them,
is the secret weapon, and they will unleash her in the 4x4. Watch this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a while ago, John Fett.
Watch the space.
John Fett,
John Fett, if you unleash her, how the lineup go? Who would be the 4?
You take out Russell. Russell would come out easily.
Russell comes out, right?
Russell comes out. If they were supposed to run, Russell comes out. That's not even a question.
Because I think Jackson will beat Russell anyway.
I don't think Jackson will.
She will beat Russell.
But like I said, she is not running the 4x4. She has
All
said
right.
so. She's not running the 4x4.
And how she come out with 4x4? We know so she come for kill herself.
Exactly.
I said, I'm moreover. One of the reasons why she's not going to run the 4x4, she as according to her words, she wanted to have run the 200, but then it's after the fact she realized that the board is slow and that it is.
So the 200 was not run, it was 400.
And I saw the maths work still, Jam. And I saw the maths work. The maths work now.
Don't take one for the team, man. Don't take one for the team.
No, man. We are looking at her. We need 6 more years of Sherika. We need at least 6 more years of Sherika. We're not risking, and she's older now. She's not 21, but if she's injured, she'll come back tomorrow.
She's what, 25?
27.
27.
She's 27, so.
Yeah, but because she did that Tokyo this time and her birthday, she never get from bed.
All right, so let's look at tomorrow. There's no morning session.
There's no morning session, thankfully.
For me, what I call morning session.
Oh, there's no night session here.
There's no night session here. Come to us, what you said.
For you, there's no night session. For me, there's no morning session.
Supposed to be sleep on the session, man. I'm fine,
all right, let's look at what's coming up. 4x4 heats for men. You don't see any issues there. Can we qualify?
Hold on, let me go back on this. Should Jamaica qualify? Yes. The problem is, what lineup are they running? I still haven't heard. I don't see any Andrew though tweet nothing. I may look forward to hear all them because me hear a bag of things back and forth from there. But we don't know.
This is these times are French time, so don't look at the time.
All right. So I think we're in heat 1. Are we?
Yeah.
No, we're in heat 2 of the men's 4x4. And we actually have the easiest heat. We have heat 2. And in that,
no, it's a heat 1 has so like come go by other man. Heat 1 is this man.
Yeah. So heat 1 is the tougher of the 2 heats. The way America go right now, boy. Anyway, but them should make it. Heat 1 has the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, Italy, Great Britain, Czech Republic, USA, Germany, and Botswana. That is a group of death.
Like how we in a group of death before.
Right. So that is heat 1. Heat 2, which is the heat that Jamaica is in. And remember, it's top 3 that goes through and the 2 fastest loser. You have India, Colombia, Jamaica, France, Belgium, Japan, Poland, South Africa. our biggest competition should be Belgium and Poland. It should be Belgium and Poland. Even though France has run a very fast time this year, according to what I am seeing, the team most likely is going to be made up of the names that I mentioned, with Chris Taylor coming in the finals, if we make it to the finals.
We're glad. So France Index we will see the race. Because they did not show the 400 finals today.
Oh, okay. Wow, then we can tune over them. Then we can tune over there.
So who you calling for the eventual victory for 4x4?
USA.
All right, then we have javelin, 5,000 men and 400 women.
Yeah, we know the 400 women already have the two Jamaicans.
So Quinera Hayes is in lane 2. Gomez from Cuba is in lane 3. McLeod is in lane 4. Paulino from Damrep is in lane 5. McPherson is in lane 6. Miller Weaver is in lane 7. Jody Williams from Great Britain is in lane 8. And Alison Phoenix is in lane 9.
So you're getting a run for your life from Alison.
So how you determine the lane draw? How you look at the lane draw for that one?
Would I be Alison lane?
Because of the time, remember your time, the time determine where you drop for this one. I do believe that in this race, the Jamaican national record must go.
Okay.
It should have went in the semis, but it didn't. So I do believe that it must go.
Who has it? Lorraine Fenton has the record?
Lorraine still has it.
Yeah,
Lorraine or Sandy Richards. One of them. I think it's Lorraine. Lorraine has it at 49.30.
So how do you see the draw? Where is Miller Weaver? She's in 7.
She's in 7, right on the outside of Stephanie and McPherson. McPherson has the best lane draw of everybody there.
Yeah. So
McPherson
gets to see everybody. Right. Likewise, McLeod gets to see everybody.
I think the lane draw that both Jamaicans got works specifically for their running style. For their running style, it works for them. Candice gets to gauge her race properly because she's seeing basically everybody, and Stephanie gets a position where the persons with the better top end are outside of her.
Yeah.
So she can gauge herself. So
I hope she puts the perfect race together, and just make it right, get it right, and be right.
If her semi-final is any indication, she should go through easily.
Right.
She should win. Actually, she should win, not go through. She should win. My dark horse is Paulino.
How are you calling it, guys? Come on, no matter chicken out this one.
I said it the other day. I say my head tells me no worse than silver. My heart tells me 1-3.
Likewise, I call that.
My head tells me silver.
So McPherson for the gold, McLeod for the bronze, and anybody in the middle.
That's what my heart says, but my head.
I would call Paulina from Damrep. I think she has the potential to do that, and if she does, I mean, Caribbean countries will be blazing that.
But I think there are 3 girls from the Caribbean in the final, 4 girls from the Caribbean in the finals.
So we got Paulina, not Cuba, Paulina, Cuba, Jamaica, Paulina
and Bahamas.
And Bahamas. So 4 Caribbean countries.
The thing is, I really don't know how to gauge where Miller Weaver is at the moment. She's really the problem in my post.
No, it is obvious she is not, and it has been reported that she did aggravate that knee in the semifinals. So and she's going to have to run hard to win. So I don't believe she has.
I'm going for McPherson first. I'm going to do it heart and head. My heart tells me first and third. My head tells me it's second and fourth.
second
Yeah,
and
that's what
fourth.
Ooh.
I
The
have the
heart tell
same.
him first and third. Head tell him second and
And
fourth.
fourth.
So who
Mhm.
comes first in the second and fourth? Who comes first?
Miller. Weaver.
And who comes third?
I'm going with Dominica Republic.
Okay.
That's
I
exactly how I have it.
think this one is one too much for Allison.
I don't, because I do think that Allison probably has more in her tank than Weibo because of the injury.
And Allison's experience, Allison know.
And Allison is competitive as well,
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah. So yep.
So I don't know. Allison can get a bronze, you know. You better believe it.
I've never counted her out.
If Alison I get that more medal, she not feel no way. The amount of medal that she have.
This is a proven point for Allison though.
I think this is just a swan. This is just a swan song for her. This is just her going and having fun right now.
Because I mean she would love to be able to show what's the little girl's name? Their baby?
Cammy.
Yeah, Cameron, that hey, after I had you, I still did this. And it is something I love. So that's where it's not proving to nobody else but to herself and her daughter. So that she can feel like her daughter will be proud of her, having her and still do it under the circumstances of what she went through in order to have her.
To be honest, if we win and get another medal, I don't mind Allison getting the third medal.
I think Allison is one of Jamaica's favorite.
I mean,
Without a doubt.
you can't not eat. Cannot eat Ali too long.
But I don't know. Mark Russell has a determination to her that it's hard to bet against her.
And now makes it worse, yeah. Because she talk out to slightly, you know. So yeah.
This one.
So Hassan, you're giving her the golden slam?
Yeah.
Like nobody else over.
Alex should drop shall get up.
But no, she can get up, but I don't want she drop. She drop too much, man.
I don't want she drop.
You drop too much.
I'm
Almost
going
every
to
time
Ryan.
one minute the event, she drop in the area.
They need to box her in.
She need to stop letting the box her in for real.
Well, I fear running style that's done.
But it's not only USA gone down this Olympics, you know. Have you noticed Ethiopia and Kenya have gone down?
Yeah. Not getting what we're used to from them. Oh, we did speak about the lane draws for 4x1, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did.
You can repeat it.
I will tell Ganesh.
Yeah, this is Jamaica's in lane 9.
8. I'll give you the
One
draws
is
in a
pretty much
minute.
about dropping the baton or world record.
Yeah. I hope they just relax and for me I just think the record will come once they relax. So Netherlands is in lane 2, France is in lane 3, Germany 4, Great Britain 5, USA 6, Switzerland 7. My girl Kabunji will be running for Switzerland. I like her a lot. Jamaica lane 8 and China People's Republic is in lane 9. But I'm not like, okay, you know, normally you press button and you sit up, you go run for stand out, you know. But them still a stick with the little 5 in I pole. Yeah.
I'm going for Switzerland for the silver.
Switzerland for the 4x1 silver?
Yeah. Hi, DFS Family Channel, welcome.
Wow.
There, what's your name? Seriously.
You can change. You can change. You can take a
Hey,
this.
Nicole.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, Jermaine gone.
Well, we lost
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Yeah, come and see him. I wonder. Yeah, so tomorrow is gonna be great fun.
So I saw people voting. It's not yet over, but people are voting for the performance or the performer of the Olympics. So who are you giving it to, Elaine or to Hassan or to Atilmo?
If Hassan does the triple, I will give it to her because it's a hard triple to be done.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
hard triple to be done.
Nicole on that.
Even if she get the silver, it's still a hard triple to be done. I mean, enough running that, you know. I mean, in a one race, where she run, she still run more times than Eileen. Eileen not gonna run 8 times, well, 7 times. So I will give it to her.
Yeah, but you jogged like all the laps that run the last two. So
But it's still a lot of
Okay,
races.
Jeremy, answer for the doing a camera now. Okay, now that in the put on still.
I agree with you, but I think breaking a Flojo record automatically you are the performer of the tournament. Because we see Flojo as being so far ahead of everybody else.
But I mean, the one that you broke is not the 1061.
Yeah, but
It's a good one. Yes, it is. However, though, I mean, I'm just thinking about the toll that those races take on the body. Plus the fact that she dropped and exerted so much, and then about 4 hours later had to come back to
you have to
run.
look at the competition as well, which is not all that.
That is true. So it would be up to between Asana and Elaine, or I mean, I get one of them tie.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, do you look at the hurdles? That's how this is.
I'm looking at the record. If Elaine gets two Olympic records, then clearly.
Alright, point noted. I'll stand correct. I'll say that. I'll take that. I'll take one for the team this time and I'll work with that.
Yeah.
What do you say? I'll work with that.
All right, so tomorrow we're gonna see. Tomorrow is gonna be my most nervous days because I cannot deal with relay. I can't deal with relay. Oh my god. I don't feel good until I see the anchor runner have the button and I run. And all when I run, we just have hope say no drop. Or slip or slide or something. They should ban relays, man. They should just let them touch.
You want some more relay for coming like some what they need to put shot relay in a Olympics now.
But I think that's where they're going. Maybe with
Yeah, man, they need to
4x2,
add some more things in it, man.
4x50.
So yeah, man, some 50 meter race, some 60 meter. It can't only run in indoors because like Grand Canyon come up about next year is indoors and outdoors. And now you get being on the outdoors. But one thing you said though that was nice is that
Once you 800-meter hurdles.
Oh, that would
All right, hurdles relay.
well, that's what they call a shuttle relay.
Yeah, the shuttle relay. They still run that a chance?
Them, no.
Them used to run it one time. Shuttle relay.
Long time they did that for a long time. But no, but world relays does it. I mean, I can't for Jamaica to host world relays, though. I think Jamaica would do great to host it. I have so much ideas for world relays in Jamaica, like.
We should try to host one of these tournaments, man.
We hosted World Juniors one
World
time.
Juniors.
And that is the reason why we know that we have the capability to host it.
Of course.
I mean, I would love to know that, okay, whomever has the rights, all you're hearing is Jamaican reporters like, hello, On Sportsmax, Ricardo Chambers for me is a darling. Ricardo can't do anything wrong for me. It is lovely. And why I say that is because not because they are Caribbean countries reporters, they know about everybody else though. They still
Right.
he have the scoop. But them are
That's
white people here. Them are white people here
It's
doing
true.
commentators they need to learn,
You,
man. They
you
need
lucky
to learn
to
about
bring
people.
stats anymore. And we don't
Yeah.
hear stats one time like we used to.
Exactly. And then I never appreciate the fact that if you're a nobody to them, they must run past you.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, man, you still not step, you just hear your name call. They run past you.
But at least you guys are getting the interviews and stuff. We're not getting anything like that over here.
So should I tell me a long time I'm give you one liquor, you
We're
know?
not
A
even
link.
medal ceremony and stuff.
Should I tell me a long time I'm give you one link for log in pan and I watch everything right through. You can set up a link now so you can use my sports max
Yeah.
and log in on it. But when you log in, you have to tell me so we can send you the link, the passcode thing what I will send so you can log in. So you won't miss it.
Yeah. All right, so that's it.
Yeah.
We are log off.
All right.
Tomorrow, we just hope that tomorrow when we come, we can just breathe.
The better
Three goals. I just 3 goals I want tomorrow. That's not too much. 3 goals. 2 really and the 4.
The two individual and the relay.
But we need a 400 goal. We have never done it.
We've only got to World Championship.
Yeah.
Nabi Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time. So let's see what we can do.
Let's see what will happen tomorrow. Thank you so much, Latoya, for joining us. And Sassy, Jermaine is gone, but thank you nonetheless. So 2 more days of action, guys. Tomorrow is the big one.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.